What's going on, guys? It's your boy Dontavius, and we have finally surpassed 200 subscribers. I don't know why I'm saying finally, like I've been waiting for it my entire life. It's definitely an accomplishment for us. You guys are awesome, and again, this content's so fun to make, and I just love that you guys appreciate this content, which is it's just super sweet and super awesome that you guys care. So for this video, I actually wanted to go over my opinion of top nine and who top nine will be, or will be. A lot of things will change, performances will change, people will get better, some people may get worse. Anything can happen. It is a competition, but this video, forewarned, is just my opinion. And again, I firmly believe that all the girls in this show are super talented. There's nothing taken away from any of these girls. These are just my picks at this point. So at this point, we're only halfway through the games. My opinion may change, probably will change, as it has so far throughout the show. Without further adu, so for my first pick, my first three picks, I'm gonna go three at a time. I have Kiki, Sinlu, and Yanyu. So you guys already know how I feel about these three girls. I talk about them a heap in all of my content because they just continue to impress me. Kiki, I have a really serious crush on Kiki. It's pretty bad, actually. She's just so sweet, and you can just tell how effortless it is to her on stage. But that's not to say she doesn't try. She tries very hard, and she cares a lot about doing well, and she cares about her teammates. When she's on the stage, and one of the top preferences that I have when it comes to stage qualities and characteristics is eye contact and the way you look into, the camera when it comes by. And she just has a knack for ensnaring you in her gaze, and she's really good at it. And in my opinion, she's the most attractive girl out of all the girls. To me, again, this is just my opinion. So anytime I talk about Kiki, it's 100% biased. It probably isn't factual. It's just how I feel, which a lot of the show is driven on, votes from people anyway. So second, we have Sinlu, and I already made a whole video about her, but she's the entire package. She can dance, she can sing, she can rap, and she won't let you down on stage. And she's like big crutch for people to depend on when they perform with her. Like when you perform with her, you're going to do well because you just have that confidence in her to lead the team. And I think if she were to make top nine, they would accomplish so much together. That group would. Shout out to Sinlu. She's amazing. Looking forward to her future performances. Third is Yanyu. I made a music video for her. Shout out to The Weeknd. I was going to use that video to be the intro to another Yanyu video, but I didn't want to make too much content just about her because I didn't want to like oversaturate my channel with Yanyu stuff. It's really easy for me to do that because that's how much I appreciate her. But again, she just has that eye quality, and when she's on stage, it's an art, it's a painting. She just conveys a story to the audience and to people in the crowd. And I would be honored to one day go to one of her shows and to see her in person, and that would be a day that I would probably die of happiness. For four, Baby Monster Anki or Anchi. I love this girl so much. She just, ever since that play video, I just can't stop thinking about the tongue stick out thing. That's probably the most insane thing I've ever seen. It was just so smooth, and I just couldn't believe it. She's kind of characterized herself as the underdog from the very beginning. Not like that's a bad thing or anything like that, but she has a chip on her shoulder, and that's for sure. She's probably one of the, she believes, she had a very small audience from the very beginning, and she didn't really get that shine in the evaluation, so she had to step up, to get out of Shog and Shadow in the evaluation. And I think ever since then, she's always been poised to prove her worth, and she's proved it. She doesn't need to prove it anymore. She just needs to get better and better. But I think she rocks. Like, she has something to prove, and I love that about her. She's just so sassy, and I love that. Sassy on stage. And I mean that in the bestest of ways. Just got that attitude. I love it about her. So Baby Monster and she definitely will make top nine. Shaking, I think Shaking would bring a lot to the top 9 group. I think for her, with her experience difference and everything like that, she's kind of proven that it's more than just about experience that makes you a great girl in a girl group. I think she can bring something very special to the table and something fresh at all times. And she's also great with all of the people around her. So the environment is very important. So if you're in a girl group, you're going to be around them all the time. Shaking can be that type of that humor that you need in the group. And not only that, she's very talented. And I think she would be the only rapper besides like a Sinlu to be on stage. You obviously, the rapping role needs to be there. Shout out to Little Retta. She didn't make it. She was axed, but Shaking, the rookie, is, like I said in my previous video about her, she can't lose. She's unstoppable at this point in the game. One of the people that I'm definitely sure about making top 9. Then we have Snow Kong. Snow Kong, again, second servings, they called her, or she called herself in the very beginning. She was, she felt that way when she first started. I think about her, she's so hard on herself. Like, she always thinks that she can always do better, and to the point of tears, and her teammates always try to reassure her that she's great, but I love that about her. I love that she's never satisfied. And at this point in your career, you always have to feel like, what if I don't? So she does. And I love that kind of characteristic about Snow Kong. And she has the look. I think, again, if you're looking for looks and looking for characteristics and traits to be a part of a girl group, an ideal girl group, Snow Kong would give that to you in full. Would love her to join the top 9. I think another one that I'm definitely sure about joining top 9, Xiao Teng Xiao. She wasn't originally in my top 9, but I had to go back and check myself a couple times and look at her performances from the very beginning, from the evaluation with her and Snow Kong, ironically enough. But she's grown on me. I'll admit it. Xiao Teng Xiao has definitely grown on me. Her demeanor on stage is awesome, and then she's very funny off stage. And she's also very talented. I have not given her that props yet. So forgive me, viewers, for not giving Xiao Teng Xiao that props for being super talented and good at what she does. Again, I can't stop thinking about that ambush on all sides too and how they should have won that. But the more I think about it, she did enough to win that against Yan Yu and Jinny Zhang. Again, Yan Yu just has those eyes. It's hard to beat. But Xiao Teng Xiao definitely has the skills and traits to be in the top 9. And this is like my last for sure one, like for me, again, in my opinion, of making a Dontavius top 9. I think that she definitely can provide something substantial to the group if she makes it to the final 9. Transitioning here, and I know that's only been 7 girls so far. Again, my for sure top 7 for me is Kiki, Sinlu, Yanyu, Baby Monster and Shaking, Snow Kong, and Xiao Teng Xiao. These are my for sure top 7 of 9, but after 7, it gets kind of weird. But if we get into these final 2 spots, for now, I have put From Shogun and Lingxi Lu in these 2 slots for now, and it is up in the air. I cannot for sure decide. I used to be very sure about From Shogun being in the final 9 because of her box office interest from the very beginning and just her leadership in the way she performs. I haven't seen the latest performance yet. It hasn't aired on the US version of the app, and actually neither has Baby Monster and or Snow Kong. Maybe my opinion will change about From Shogun in this regard. If she just needs to prove just a little bit more that she can do it, and maybe in this performance coming up, she does do that. And the reason why I say that is because it's been so long since she's performed between performances in the show that I've had other moments with girls that I could kind of like latch on to. I haven't seen much from From Shogun since then, and it's not any fault of her, just because that's just the way the show is. Maybe she rekindles my affinity for her in the next performance. And then with Lingxi Lu, the reason why I'm kind of up in air about her is because, again, it's one of those Xiao Teng Xiao things that I've had to go back and look at it, but she's also very talented, and I don't think she's had kind of like the big spotlight to actually show exactly what she can do. So I think that she just needs a little more spotlight to kind of show what she can do, but what she's done so far has been high tier and high class, but I don't think she's had enough of those moments yet. And again, just learned that she can sing, and she sings very well. If you guys watched my review or my reaction to the R&B All Night, it was at Lingxi Lu's verse where I got kind of shook up, and then Kiki knocked me out of the park. But Lingxi Lu has the talent as well to do very well. Then we go over to Diamond, and that's where it gets very interesting because Diamond's also very good, and I cannot take anything away from Diamond and what she's done so far. The Flammable and Explosive, when she was performing against Kiki, in that whole performance. So I think that Diamond has what it takes to do very well. It's just at this point in the ball game, there's just so much more like talent that has unique traits about it that kind of takes it away. Again, if everyone is talented around you, there has to be a unique quirk about you that makes you stand apart from the other girls. I think Diamond is missing that little quirk just a bit. You know, she captivates my eye, but again, you need to get votes from millions and millions of people. And, you know, my taste may not be the same as everyone else's, but Diamond is on the edge of being in the top 9 versus being not there. Shout out to Diamond. She just has to do a little bit more, and maybe she can make those final 2 spots I was talking about. And then it's kind of a similar case with Arya Jin, because she has a look. I always imagine her when she turned around in the play video. Arya Jin also did very good in that play video, and she's also very wannable. She's kind of like a similar version of like a Yeon Yu in demeanor, but she's not, you know, she hasn't ensnared me as much. But I think you need to give her a little bit more time and more time to shine. Again, she needs teammates like a Shaking to give her some spots to be bright and to shine amongst her counterparts. You know how, because Shaking gave Vicky Wei that center role. She needs something like that to kind of spark her, I believe. But I've seen enough from Jenny to believe that she can be very good. I just don't think, in terms of like final voting process, I just have a feeling she just joining the final group. I just feel like, I don't know what it is. I just don't feel that confident that she's going to break the top 9. It's just, there's just something there. It's like every time she performs, there's always at least one girl that is a lot better, in my opinion, than her on the same stage. And then if you do that over and over again with plenty of groups, you're eventually, you know, there's going to be so many performances and you're not going to be number 1. It's like, those girls that are number 1 in those performances is your top 9. So where do you fit in? So I think Jenny also kind of needs to find what else it is that makes her different and unique. But on the stage, she's, again, only time I'll say it, she's a bad bitch on stage. And I think she can use that to her advantage to kind of get a step up on the competition. Shui Shin, and I talk about her a lot too, and I will always vouch for her as well. She is like a star fetus. Like she's molding and growing. Like she's in a what are caterpillars get into? Like in a cocoon before she turns into a butterfly, you know? I think she does have the capability to make it to that point before the end of this competition. And she is a fan favorite as well. China girl. She is a fan favorite. So I think what's going to happen is she may be carried by fan favorited votes all the way to the end and then blossom into a superstar and make that top 9. But again, at this stage, that's only speculation and we can only see, but I believe in her. I believe she can do it. It's just a matter of when and how. So with Juicy, she's like, I have a soft spot in my heart for Juicy because I don't know if everyone appreciates her like the way I appreciate her on stage. I think it's just because like she has like big bang moments, but not like big sustainability, amazing performances like some of the other girls do, like in your top 9s. I think if she needs to find like a couple more weapons in her arsenal to kind of stand out against the crowd, then she will, you know, get there. I don't think that she's lacking in any of these regards, like having extra qualities. I just haven't seen it yet. So we shall see what Juicy. But shout out to her. Sinran Song. Now, here's where it gets kind of in that point in the end of the girls that can kind of make it, in my opinion. And she's, you know, towards the bottom of this list because there's a lot of the girls that I named before her, in my opinion, are just better. You know, they're just better at, you know, what they do in this whole competition and everything like that. But Sinran Song does have moments where she is glowing like hell, and it's amazing to watch, like in the R&B All Night. But then it's like in R&B All Night, she was, in my opinion, completely, you know, overtaken by Kiki. Like that was just like, in my opinion, and again, I may be very biased about Kiki. Don't hold me to it. I think if it's one of those things where it depends on how the competition unfolds and how Sinran Song can adjust to the wave. If she can adjust and show more characteristics and traits, then she may break into, you know, a top spot, but hard to say at this point. Last 2 here, I'm not going to go through every single girl. I could, but that's going to be way too long. So for Sharon, I think Sharon is super sweet. And I said in one of my videos before, if you're imagining a girl group, Sharon is a, you know, bona fide star to be in a girl group. She would rock out any girl group very well, no matter what it is. But this competition, all of these girls are superstars in my opinion, and you are competing with the best of the best. And it's weird to say that because they're trainees and they're just growing, right? But from what I've seen in the training that they're getting and everything, they've just like and this will be a high tier, a very high quality girl group at the end of it. And Sharon is going to have to prove that she can, keep up with that wave. She was a higher seed than Flora D in the R&B All Night, but she was overshadowed by Flora, and she had the rapping role, which is really good, but the other girls in that performance just did very well. So it's hard to say for Sharon. Again, she's still very, very high tenure for me. It's just going to have to see more. Flora D, I literally added her last moment. I almost didn't, and that's because I don't know too much about her. Again, I think that in R&B All Night, she did very well, but again, overshadowed by Kiki, so it's hard to kind of make a case. She definitely has a strong starting position with this whole situation and being in the top 9, but again, you're gonna, at this point with these final girls I've been talking about, you gotta find something special about you that makes people want to vote for you, and you gotta show how likable you can be and how charismatic you can be. So after Flora D, we have Esther. So Esther U is a very particular case for me. She is a hot topic when it comes to this show and everything like that. A lot of people are saying, oh, she's not talented enough. Oh, she's only really cute, so she's protect her with all your heart, all these things. That's the best type of publicity. I was looking at some of the titles for the show, and Esther, she like, how do you say? She's like got 2 or 3 of the title, her name's in the title. So it's like before you even click on it, you already know who she is. And the show does that on purpose because she is pure content. If you are grooming a girl to become a star of your group you're making, you might as well start now while the show is hot and you can build that publicity for her. So maybe it's already in the works that she's going to make it, but she has the personality to match. Again, I said it in my previous videos about Esther. I don't think about her as a pop star superstar. I think about her as a person, and that is one of the most important things that you can be on stage. It doesn't really matter. It's not all about talent. Some of that can be learned low key. You have the best trainers in the world. If you want Esther to be able to do backflips, you just got to train her for a couple weeks and she'll be able to do backflips. But you can't train character, and Esther has one of the best, if not the best character on the entire show, which makes it easy to sell her to everyone else. And then Yenis Hong. Mentioned Yenis Hong last because she has yet to prove that she can be great. I have seen her amazing stuff on YouTube and other content. I keep an eye on her when she does perform, but she hasn't lost this show yet. If she has to have, at this point, a comeback to show that she does have what it takes to be in the top position. I have a soft spot for Yenis, but she has to show that she can be special in comparison to her counterparts. And then last, we have Rohong Feng. And with Rohong, this is a very cool one that I want to talk about real quick. So with her, she has a lot of like dancing vibes like Lisa. I was watching some of her videos, and she has moves just like Lisa. Like it's so sweet and sexy and smooth, but she's missing one thing, and it's critical, and that's expression and emotion when she's on stage. That is the only thing she's missing. I think if she adds that to her arsenal, she will shoot up. But it's hard to just switch on a smile and, learn to make looks and things like that. She has yet to grasp you. She has all the moves, all the talent, but that, again, that charismatic and that expression, she needs to add it in order to be relevant in the top 9. I tried to make this video as short as I could. I knew it would be about 20 minutes long, but I thank you guys for watching. For the rest of the girls I didn't mention, they're not bad. They're amazing. A lot of the girls I didn't mention are amazing. There's only going to be 9 slots remaining, and everyone's opinion is going to be different. You may not agree with my opinion, and that's perfectly okay. My opinion may change by when I see the next couple of episodes. That's okay. It's just right now at this spot, this is how I feel, and this is what I'm thinking. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to support me more, I made a Patreon, so you can make video suggestions on there if you care to do so. Check out my music video that I made of Yuyeon. She is amazing, and I love to make the tribute. Again, I didn't plan to make it, but I did. This has been your boy Dontavius. Whew, that was a lot of talking. If any of you guys, I doubt it. My retention rate's probably like really low at this point. But if you guys stuck around this long to listen to me talk about these girls, You are a real one. You are a real one, and I appreciate you. I kind of love you. But anyway, you guys be good. I hope you guys are enjoying quarantine, and I will talk to you later. Be good, be safe, drink water, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.